Hello once again, UWA Elite Wrestling fans. This is the man of 1,000 spreadsheets, MC Hale, and if you see me on your screen, if you hear me right now, then you know what time it is. It is time for another card rundown. It's first one of the year. It's first one of 2023. We are turning the page on the count. No, I am not doing a Bob Seger impression or a James Hetfield impression, but we are still going to turn the page from 2022 to 2023. I am talking about setting the standard. It is coming your way this Saturday, March the 11th, from the UWA Elite Army Base in South River, New Jersey, at the South River VFW. The action gets underway at 6:30 p.m., doors open at 6 o'clock, and you can get your tickets at uwaelite.com. Now, this is information that you're used to hearing from me, you're used to seeing. However, there's one thing that you're maybe used to seeing during the UWA Elite year that you didn't see last year. It's going to happen at Setting the Standard. And I'm talking about the Golden Ticket ladder match. See, normally we have the Golden Ticket ladder match during Last Breath. However, Last Breath was packed to the gills with Elite Wrestling action. We were not able to fit the Golden Ticket ladder match in that event. And so, at Setting the Standard, you are going to see 6 UWA Elite superstars competing for a chance to challenge for any title that UWA Elite has to offer. The winner of this ladder match is going to climb that ladder high above the ring and grab that Golden Ticket briefcase. They can challenge for the Iron Man title, the I Championship, tag team titles, the UWA Elite Championship, or, as we're going to hear a little bit later on, they may decide to hold it as a bit of an insurance policy. So who are the 6 men who are going to be competing in the Golden Ticket ladder match at Setting the Standard? Here they are. First up, we have Robbie Roller, the Hunter Robbie Roller, as he is now referring to himself. Now, Roller has had a storied career, very much a decorated competitor in UWA Elite. But as he says, a true hunter never misses his shot. Robbie Roller has his sights set on that Golden Ticket briefcase. Joining him in the ring, we are also going to have SDM, Sean Damage McNellis. Now, McNellis had a wild 2022 season. A season in which he claimed to hold the Iron Man Championship for about half of the year. That's a claim that is very much debated, and I'm pretty sure SDM is the only person on his side of the debate. Having said that, if you were to win the Golden Ticket briefcase and make every single champion in the UWA Elite watch their backs, that's a level of control that Sean Damage McNellis would thrive on. We've also got King Tech. King Tech chooses a warrior persona at the start of every year to be his inspiration for that season. This year, he has chosen the Spartan. Quite an apt selection, as the Spartans are famous for having the odds against them, for overcoming those ridiculous odds. King Tech is going into the Golden Ticket ladder match, 5 other competitors against him. It's an excellent choice. And something that we saw in King Tech's video, a smile, a wry smile on King Tech's face as we closed out that video. Not 100% sure what King Tech knows that we don't, but I'm eager to see what it is. We've also got Mike Seaway calling himself the captain, the MVP of the UWA Elite. Seaway's been looking for something to ground himself, something to really latch onto to define his year, to make that statement that he is back, he is truly a competitor to be feared in the UWA Elite. Golden Ticket briefcase is 100% the perfect way to do that. He has his destiny in his hands. We've also got Eric Corvus, the mat mechanic Eric Corvus, still claiming to be a hero, claiming to have vanquished the Wretched Bows, having saved UWA Elite. The mat mechanic believes he is the hero. He believes he is going to fix what is broken in the UWA Elite. And finally, yes, we will talk about truly terrific Ty Thomas. Now sporting he's just fully embracing the dark side now. He's got the bad guy mustache even. Ty Thomas is now joined, as I said, the dark side with Nicholas K and BT Bull. He can challenge for any championship he wants, get more gold into the Nicholas K family, or he can just keep that insurance policy, as I alluded to earlier, to make sure that that UWA Elite Championship belt that is currently around the waist of BT Bull stays in the Nicholas K family. Will he challenge for another belt? Will he go after The UWA Elite title, should someone take it away from BT Bull? We're going to have to wait until the Golden Ticket ladder match and see if Ty Thomas comes out victorious over the other 5 competitors. The Golden Ticket ladder match. The briefcase is on the line, and it's happening at Setting the Standard. So there's a line that I use on commentary with a fair amount of frequency, and it's, they don't ask you how, they ask you how many. That's the line. And the meaning behind that is, it's really about the wins and losses. It's about the numbers in those 2 columns. How many times you've won, how many times you've lost. Those are the things that are primary when determining rankings. Determining who's going up and down the ladder, who's going to get the championship shots, things along those lines. Well, the Quest does it a little bit differently. Airing on IWTV and co-created by UWA Elite Hall of Famer Arcadia, the Quest takes into account not just how many times you've beaten an opponent, but how you did it. Did you control your opponent? Did you land more strikes than your opponent? How did that victory come about, or how did that loss come about? It is possible in an impressive effort that you lose for your ranking, for your rating to go up. It is possible in a squash match that you win for your rating to go down. It's all about how you get those wins and losses. Well, there are 2 competitors in the Quest who are going to be facing off one-on-one as part of this experience at Setting the Standard. Those 2 men are the Dragonborn, Drake Chambers, and Anthony Gangone. Now, these 2 competitors, I've had the privilege of calling many matches for both of them before. However, I am really interested in seeing how they wrestle, not just to get a pinfall, not just to get a submission victory, but how to impress the judges, how to get their ratings to go up, their ranking to increase. This is all happening at Setting the Standard. It is a new experience. I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to be part of the commentary team that brings it to you. In my final video of 2022, back in December, I mentioned it was a promotional video for Last Breath. And in that video, I told all of you, if you hadn't been there live, you would finally get to see the cliffhanger, the thing that would change the face of UWA Elite. And by now, we all know what it was I was referring to. What happened at Last Breath was Ty Thomas turning his back on everybody, on the fan base, on half of the roster, joining forces with Nicholas K. and BT Bull. One person who really, truly felt that deep down was Lucas Finnegan. Now, Lucas and Ty had been collectively battling Sean Damage McNellis for the Iron Man Championship belt for most of the year last year. And Lucas Finnegan finally emerged victorious at Last Breath. That Iron Man Championship belt held high over his head. It was his first, it's his first singles championship in his career. However, he felt that it was overshadowed by the actions of Ty Thomas later that night. I can't say that I disagree. Lucas Finnegan can't challenge Ty for a belt. Ty Thomas doesn't hold a championship belt. However, the man that Ty Thomas aligned himself with does hold a belt. Lucas Finnegan issued a challenge to the UWA Elite Champion, BT Bull. BT Bull responded in kind, saying, "Yes, not only do I accept your challenge, but it's almost laughable." He described Lucas Finnegan as an overachiever, as someone who does not deserve the belt that's around his waist. BT Bull has promised, yes, he will put his UWA Elite Championship on the line. However, it's not going to matter, because he is going to prove to the UWA Elite Army that Lucas Finnegan is just out of his element. One of the very few things that was definitively decided at Last Breath before Ty Thomas threw our worlds into turmoil is that Flash Carter is the #1 contender for the I Championship. Now, how he got there was a little wild. Flash Carter, your favorite wrestler last year and the year before, back-to-back years. He also won the Most Improved Wrestler, as voted on by you, the fans, last year. But at the height of his popularity, as he's surging toward championship gold, Flash Carter broke his wrist. He was put on the shelf. He couldn't wrestle. But that I Championship #1 contendership match came along at Last Breath. Flash Carter made a phone call, got cleared to participate in that match, and won the #1 contendership. His prize, however, is going up against the anti-hero. Now, Flash Carter does have victories over Joey Adams, but he's never pinned Adams. He's never submitted Adams. These were victories in multi-man matches, where Flash didn't actually win over Joey Adams. Adams didn't really lose. Now Flash has to do it for real. Joey Adams, on the other side of things, is in a position that he is not used to, defending a title against an opponent. Joey Adams has experience. Joey Adams has not only ability, not only the athleticism, but he also, as he said, was chasing this belt before Flash Carter ever stepped foot in a wrestling ring. Carter has ability, he has speed, he has athleticism, but he does not have the experience of Joey Adams, and the anti-hero believes that that is what's going to bring him to that I-Championship title defense victory at Setting the Standard. So we've talked about some of the people who are going to be there at Setting the Standard, but let's talk a little bit about who is not going to be there. Jay the Key Evans. You saw the promo. If you're not following us on social media, at UWA Elite on all the socials, you saw that Jay Evans, he's on the poster for Setting the Standard. He was on the poster for Last Breath. He's on the poster for Setting the Standard, but he doesn't have a match, and he's none too happy about that. He blames Flash Carter, his late entry into that Triple Threat I-Championship #1 Contenders match. He blames Flash Carter for taking his spot at Setting the Standard. He believes he should be going up against Joey Adams. He's promised to bring some sort of mayhem to Flash, to perhaps anyone with a title belt. I'm eager to see how this is going to manifest at Setting the Standard. Is it something where, is Jay Evans going to be there in person? Will he be addressing the crowd? Will he have a videotaped statement to show to the crowd? Will he be at ringside for Joey Adams against Flash Carter? This is something that only Jay the Key Evans knows, and I'm eager to find out. So make sure you are there at ringside. We'll see what Jay the Key Evans has in store for us. Another name, or set of names, actually, that we are not going to be seeing in action at Setting the Standard are our tag team champions. The Just Us League, Chris Steeler, Anthony Michael, were insulted at being voted, well, they weren't insulted by being voted most hated, but they were insulted by not being voted Tag Team of the Year. A Tag Team of the Year, in their opinion, should automatically be theirs because they are the tag team champions, and that's not exactly how it works, but try arguing with Steeler and Michael. Instead, what they've decided to do is send a hired gun, send a set of opponents from the gutters, from the seediest places that they could find in New Jersey, to go up against the #1 contenders, CMD. So what Deshaun Pratt and Boom Harden have to deal with is a hand-picked opponent. The hand-picked opponents for CMD are going to be making their debut. They are the Slime Balls. Sage Chance and Tommy Rant have agreed with the Just Us League that they should be the Tag Team of the Year, although we're not really sure how much of that is them truly agreeing with the Just Us League and how much of it is them just being happy for the booking. But in any case, the Slime Balls have taken the CMD logo phrasing of "We Run CMD" and just truncated it a little bit into "We Run." It has decided that Boom Harden and Deshaun Pratt are going to be fearful of the Slime Balls, are going to be running for the hills when the Slime Balls come their way. And if I know anything about CMD, I know that they are going to be locked, loaded, and fully prepared at Setting the Standard. 6 months. For 6 months, this has been coming. Now, some matches in UWA Elite have gold, have championships on the line, have championship belts. And some are just bad blood. Just bad attitudes, just two dudes looking to rip each other apart. That is exactly what we are going to see at Setting the Standard, when after being on the shelf for 6 months, the New York Drip, Matt Vertigo, makes his in-ring return against KTB, the man who put him there. This is a match that we've seen. If you were at Crossroads, you saw the Tetris stack Jenga tower of tables that these two men went crashing through, that Matt Vertigo just barely able to rise to his feet and make his way to the back. KTB left laying in the rubble. This is a rivalry that has stemmed from seemingly nothing. KTB has attacked Matt Vertigo again and again, hitting him with those bags of animal bones, trying to rip his leg out of his hip socket. As I said, injuring Vertigo for half a year. This rivalry, as Vertigo said, finally gets put to bed at Setting the Standard. Vertigo and KTB, one-on-one. KTB talking from his timber throne of the destruction that he is going to lay upon Matt Vertigo. There's no talk about titles. There's no talk about rankings. This is just two guys ready to kill each other. Matt Vertigo, the New York Drip, against the King of the Barons, KTB, Setting the Standard. This is going to be a wild one. When a new wrestler is making their debut at UWA Elite, they want to make a good first impression, a big splash, get everyone, get the crowd behind them, show really what they can do, not just in the eyes of the fans, but in the eyes of UWA Elite management as well. And one of the ways to really turn some heads, to really get some attention, is to challenge a former UWA Elite champion, former Trios champion, someone like TJ Blade. Bulldog Pittman has done exactly that. For his very first match in UWA Elite, he is going up against someone who has had more gold around their waist than most people in UWA Elite history. TJ Blade is coming off of a rough year, admittedly so by TJ himself. TJ Blade looking to get back on the winning side of things, to really establish his 2023 in a positive direction by putting down the Bulldog Pittman. Pittman says, your title losses, the rest of your career, your failures in the past are not my responsibility. But I'm still going to take you on, and I've got a shock collar with your name on it. Bulldog Pittman, TJ Blade, Setting the Standard, one-on-one. Now we have got one more debut, one more matchup to talk about at Setting the Standard. The mythical beast, Rex Griffin, is going to be bringing the wits of an eagle, the courage of a lion, and a luchador mask, which, if you know anything about my own personal wrestling fandom, is really all I need to see to be a fan of this person. From the magical land of Orlando, Florida, to the UWA Elite Wrestling Ring. Now, he has promised that there is no one on roster who can tame the mythical beast, but, looking to prove him wrong, and with the support of Killator the Cat, is going to be Jungle Jim Wilder. Now, Wilder, by his own admission, he made his debut in UWA Elite last year, but didn't really leave a mark. And he is looking to get that elusive first victory by taming the mythical beast. It is going to be Jungle Jim Wilder against Rex Griffin, one-on-one, and it's at Setting the Standard. UWA Elite Wrestling fans, Setting the Standard, it is happening this Saturday, March 11th. This is the event that the rest of 2023 is going to be compared against. This is the one that really is going to give the tone for what the rest of the year is going to look like. This is the one that sets the standard. Oh, I just got that. This Saturday, March 11th. Bell time is at 6:30. The action gets underway at 6:30. Doors open at 6 p.m. We are at the UWA Elite Army Base in South River, New Jersey at the South River VFW. Tickets are available at uwaelite.com, and while you're there, join the network. $6.99 a month. Your first week is free for new subscribers. Check out the history, the entire history. Every supercard in UWA Elite history is there for you to view for only $6.99 a month. It is happening this Saturday, March 11th, at the UWA Elite Army Base in South River, New Jersey at the South River VFW. Until then, this is the Man of 1,000 Spreadsheets, MC Hale, saying, UWA Elite fans, I will see you at ringside.